can't invite anyone else. The Isles have awakened.
Happening, troops. Hang on, I need to grab a can of juice. Fun. I've just realised I need to tidy up my cable management. I just happened to spot it in the corner. Oh, so we need to put the light on. Lights. Right, here we go. On the air. See, I've got trousers on. Right, tonight we are going to do some raiding. Let's see. They're talking about using Alt F4. Hang on a second. I mean, look, this is coming for the person that went into Alterac Valley for the first time, stood at the gate, waited for the gate to open and hit Alt F4 and get a deserter debuff. I mean, the fact that you actually listen to the full fucking spiel of, right, this is what we're going to do, the gates are going to open as soon as the gates open, in order to get out through the portal entrance, hit Alt F4, shuts down the fucking... has been offline. Alright. Oh, man. Yeah. Control X as well. Control P for print. I don't know, I'm just waiting for folk to help me summon. Yeah, how do you Alt F4 so that you can go and grab your Charmy? Gibby, your LFUI is out of date. I don't know. You don't run LFUI. No. No. Damn, that curse doesn't want to refresh anyway. Mine was last updated 4 hours ago.
I have many wares.
Feel like my game's about to fucking DC for WoW just by entering into the raid. It really is. I think we should go back to Call of Duty. Can fuck Harry Potter up your hoop. It says you can stick Harry Potter up your hoop. We already had this conversation last night. It's just a fucking knockoff of Star Wars. I'm stuck on a loading screen. What characters are you on just now? Oh, right. Okay, that's interesting. I went into the raid and it's put me back out the raid. Yeah, I'm in now. Tracker off.
The drakes are fleeing.
Control them. They have lost the will to fight.
Right, everyone pile in. What do you mean, 3 of us? Right, make sure you use the repair vendor before coming up. There's a few folk need to use it. Login server. That explains why actually I couldn't enter into the instance at that point. course I would, I just invited you. No, on the main platform, because then I can put markers and stuff out. I've got shit that I need to do first. Yeah. DBM. Are you going for a colonoscopy? A good old selfie camera up the arse. Right, what colours have we used? You try to jump ship already? Right, if everyone comes up onto the platform, Slim, can you open the wardrobe over here? Thank you. Let's oh, hang on a minute. Oh, he's not here. Let's get this one up first. Because we're already on the main platform. What ones? I'm trying to just think if there's anybody else that we're expecting tonight. Frosty's away with family. Who else is online? Yeah. It's because it's so busy at this time of night. It's not. I was about to say, mine size went up. Do you know what it is? It's because, yeah, there's 0 upgrades in it, so it's not detecting our list. Because there's fuck all in it for us. Right. Just checking add-ons. Right, let me share something before we get underway. So if everybody can look in. Right, so if you look at the live stream on Discord just now, I'm going to explain a couple of things. Yeah, you're alright, Paul. This doesn't really concern you anyway. Right, so Alash is watching, Brag's watching. Vaj, I need you to look over at Discord, mate, and click to watch the live stream. Got Gibby, got Nog, got Ella, got Slayman, got TQ, and got Omega. Yeah. So DK, you need to click on the live stream on Discord and start watching it. So it says live next to me, click my name, and then there's a box you can click to watch the live. It's not on Twitch because I'm not broadcasting this to everyone. This is specifically to us. Although thanks for watching the Twitch because it does help promote it and push it up. Yeah, I've not got. Oh, you mean the link that pops up? Yeah, it's because I've not got affiliate status and I'm not going to use it. But it's a different story. Right, the information that I'm going to run over with you is I mentioned this last night. If you're not doing LFRs, you default from doing getting loot tonight because it's only fair that the people that's putting in the time and effort actually gets a loot from doing stuff, because it's unfair for those that have been putting in a lot of wrench time, a lot of work and effort, and they're getting bypassed on loot because someone else is coming along and getting that loot. So the way it works is that we ask for your drop optimizers because then we can work out who gets the higher upgrade. Anything that's under a 0.3% is classed as a minor upgrade and we go to the next rank. So as an example, that item there would go to Slemmy because his rank is that of a Night's Watch, I believe. If, however, he wasn't here, because Zanir is the higher rank, but it's a minor upgrade, it would then move down to Ella, because she's the next in the the tier set and gets the highest upgrade. Now, this is all LFR stuff. So this is things that you can potentially be getting from doing LFR. And it might be that it's just like 1 or 2 items, but what you need to do is like go through and find where you can get things. And folk turn around going, oh, but I don't get anything from LFR. It doesn't really wash with me because you can find out what you can get. And you can see, look, DK, look, you've got lots of major upgrades in there. And by major, I'm talking anything over 0.3 is a major upgrade. And there's things in that list that I just seen that's like 2.7. So that's a lot of stuff. If we look over at the spreadsheet, we can track and see how many times you've been in LFR. You've not done any LFRs at all since it launched. You might have done ones in the last 24 hours, which haven't yet been detected, because it only shows me for the last 24 hours for this current week. So you can see that myself, Ella, and Zanier have all went in and done some form of LFR in the last 24 hours. But there's lots of gear in there that you could be easily getting. LFRs are really shit experience, but at the end of the day, walking away with an upgrade is better than walking away with nothing. Right, so everyone quite happy with that bit? Oh. You go into the WoW audit page, mate, and search the guild. Most people can. So it's the rank settings are automatically, depending on your in-game rank, will depend on your permission. So you might need to link your Blizzard API to view it, and then in the wish list as an overview, we can then go in and see who's needing what, and that's how we then break down the allocation. So it basically brings all the collated data from Droptimizer into one easy page. It's also where, if I look at the normal raid, I look at Erenog, there's 5.93% of a drop in there, or upgrades. So as we're now starting to look at skipping parts of the raid to go and do other things, in fact, I'll take Teros as 3.61. So if I take 3.61 and then divide that by the number of raiders tonight, which is 11, that means that it's a 0.32. So there is a potential major upgrade within there for people, which means then we would go and do Teros. If it was something else and it's under 0.3, I would try and skip that wing if we don't need anything from it. Yeah. So again, DK, that'd be like something, if you got it for the LFR, that would bring that loot drop right down. It means then we could skip potential bosses. Right. We're just waiting for Kath. He's joining as well. Yeah. Right, whilst Brag's doing his bit, I am going to do a walkthrough of this fight. So everyone come stand over by the yellow marker. with obviously the exception of Brago because he's doing something. Razagath notes, sets personal. Right, the fight is split into 3 phases. So in phase 1, we bloodlust on pool. You need to dodge the lightning breath that comes out of the boss, aiming at a random player, referred to as frontal or cone. You need to spread out when you get a big circle around you. Oh, sorry, spread out with a little circle around you and kick or dispel the ad that spawns in front of you. Everyone will have something to kick, and by kick, that's your interrupt spells. And if you're unsure what your interrupt spells is, you'll be getting whispers for some of you of what works as interrupts. So they interrupt the ad that spawns, or you use a dispel to get rid of it, or you use Psychic Scream or something that's a CC ability. The next thing is you get you run away from the static charge debuff. So there'll be certain people, or 3 people gets marked up with the yellow marker, the orange marker, and the purple marker. Put the yellow with the yellow, the orange with the orange, and the purple with the purple. Make sure that when you run out with that big, massive bubble, that you are not overlapping another player at the back, and come to the very back edge so that it doesn't affect those that are still able to DPS. Everyone happy so far? So that is a static charge debuff. Big massive bubble around you. Yellow to yellow, orange to orange, purple to purple. Yes. Well, it's not the puddles, it's the thing before it. The next part, which is you stand in front of the static field on the ground, which is referred to as the puddles. The boss is going to flap its wings and throw you back. You must be stood in front, not in front of the puddle so as you get knocked into it. Try and walk out of it. We all want to aim to be in the same puddle. It's the yellow one. That makes it easier for the healers. Even the tanks come into the yellow one so that we can mitigate some of the damage whilst we try and walk out of it. We swap the boss backwards and forwards, and we keep the boss in the centre of the room. That is phase 1 in a nutshell. So, bloodlust on pool. Avoid the lightning beam that's going to come out of the dragon's mouth. So if it's facing towards you, run away from it, unless you're the tank. Kick your ads or dispel them. The people that get the yellow, orange and purple debuffs come to the back of the room. The rest of yous want to be inside the golden compass in the centre of the room. Not on the outside edge, because the bubble that comes from the debuff of the big pulsing thing covers roughly the distance from here to that golden compass effect. Everyone happy so far? Okay, that takes us to phase 1 intermission. At 65%, the boss is going to go into the sky. At that point, we are going to split into 2 groups, which is group 1 and group 3 will go to the skull, and groups 2 and 4 will go to the moon. We'll go around towards the moon side as a group, and I'll explain it from that side. So this will be the group 2 and 4 that come this side, and group 1 and 3 will go to the opposite side. You position yourself at the marker. I did see everyone come to the moon. It's good though that the rest of these are kind of going that way, but if everyone just comes here just now, because then I can explain it from this side and looking out on one side at a time. When you stand over here, at the end of the intermission, you're going to get thrown onto the platform at your relevant side. There's a blue side, which you can see the lightning bolts and stuff on the floor is a sort of blue mechanic, and also around the compass effect is get little blue gems. On the opposite side is red gems. That's why we refer to them as the red side and the blue side. Everyone happy on this part so far? You get thrown onto the platform. There is going to be 3 big ads on your platform. You must kill the shield around the big ad, which spawns little ads. Those little ads need to be brought on top of the tank, stack on top of your tanks. As soon as they spawn, leave it a few seconds, and then use an AoE stun effect. The DHs have been split for this very reason, so that you can do the stuns on each side. There is other abilities that help stun them as well. Also help kick the little ads as they spawn. You nuke the big one, do the little ones, move on to the next big one. At some point, whilst you're on this platform, you're going to have to dodge the breath. There is 3 breaths gets put across the platform, 1 for each of the big ads. However, you can pull it round a bit so that you're outside of the breath. Don't get hit by the lightning from the breath, please. All happy so far? Once you have killed your last big ad and small ad, you go and stand on the transportation ring that sits at the corner of the platform. All seen? That transportation ring then takes you to the back platform. This takes us into what is referred to as Phase 2. You will get people that get a positive charge, which is a blue icon that DBM puts out, and a negative charge, which is a red icon. Those with the blue icons must stack on the blue, and those with the red stack on the red. You must all be stood together. Otherwise, it does a lot of AoE damage. Try and avoid running through each other, because the heroic mechanic is if you run through someone, it causes an explosion. So get used to not running through each other. You must also, whilst in this phase, continue to DPS the boss. It has a shield on it that must be stripped off in order to get to the next part. If you don't strip it off, it continues to do damage, and that is what makes it very difficult for the healers. When we go into this phase as well, we will use things like Rallying Cry and Darkness. That way it kind of massages out some of the damage. Everyone happy on this bit so far? So that is the positive and negative debuffs. The blue ones go to the blue, the red ones go to the red. Keep damaging the boss because we need to get through its shield. So like I said, nuke the boss's shield at full energy. There will be some people that have got the next mechanic, which is called flummeting charge. Because put on 3 people. Those 3 people are pretty much the exact same mechanic that looks like the yellow, purple and orange debuffs that we had back here. The difference being, if you are inside someone's bubble, it passes to the next person and it just sort of keeps jumping. So if you get the big bubble effect around you, move out to the edge of the platform, leaving space for everyone else, and the rest of these move away for those that have got the big bubble. All happy so far? I'll explain it once we get to it. The next other mechanic that you're going to get is there's a wave of light, a big circle that radiates out from the centre, trying to push you off the platform. Run through it and run towards the centre of the platform. The quicker you run through it, the less damage you take. If you get hit by it and you get pushed and continue to be pushed, either one or 2 things is going to happen. 1, you're going to get pushed off the platform, or 2, you're going to die from the damage that you continually take from the ring. Run through the ring, run towards the centre of the platform. All happy so far? We also get ads during this phase. They must be kicked, dispelled, interrupted, do something to get rid of them. You all must get rid of your own ad before it explodes. If these ads explode at either the first phase or in the second phase, it causes massive damage, and for clothies, it will kill yous. The tanks continue to swap during this fight as well. So don't worry if you see the boss flipping backwards and forwards, it's just because we position ourselves normally at opposite sides of the platform. That way it's easy for us to identify who's got the aggro. Once we get through those mechanics, we move to the intermission. Now, bearing in mind, those mechanics will happen more than once because we need to get the boss down to his shield down to 0%. Intermission number 2. Big Ad spawns the exact same as the big ads that we had on the previous platforms. You nuke it down so far, little ads spawn. Big Ad transports and moves to a different location. These little ads must not reach the big ad. The little ads heal the big ad. Nuke the little ads, slow them down using stuns and slow abilities to keep them where they are. Kill all the little ads before reaching the big ad. We then go back to the big ad. The big ad will throw out some orbs around it. They just sort of pulsate out from the boss. Try not to get hit by orbs. Just look and plan your route so that you don't get hit. Also, that lightning stuff you can see, it happens throughout the entire fight. Don't get hit by it. Whilst that's happening, the exact same as the side platforms, the boss is going to fly past a couple of times and drop lightning on the ground. Don't get hit by it. The green marker is the indication that you need to move towards after the intermission of Phase 2. We must stack at that green marker. Everyone must be at it, or when you get knocked back, you are going to end up off to the side. We again get thrown up to this platform, where we come back to fight the boss again. At this point, the tanks will be on this side of the room, at either side of that golden marker you see at the boss's tail. One will be on the left and one will be on the right. It is important that at no point you come towards the bosses or be behind or next to us. The reason for this is the boss does a front cone effect which goes through us, and if it hits anyone else, it causes massive damage and is a raid wipe effect. You'll also get the... Say again, Slimmy? So the tanks position themselves at this side of the room. Everyone else must be at the opposite side. The reason being is because the boss will do a front cone effect. It's a beam, essentially. But this time the tank must get hit by the beam. Tanks must stay static on this side of the room. Everyone else must stay away. If it hits anyone but the tank, it will be a wipe. There's also the big charges. Put them to the edge of the room. Don't get hit by other people's. You need to move away from each other. Use the entire back of the platform to drop the effects. If you get hit by it, it will then pass it on. You then need to move out and it becomes a daisy chain effect. There's also the ring. Once again, you must run through the ring by running into the centre. And as a final mechanic, the room's going to shrink. Around the edge, there's going to be an electrical statical discharge that every time we go through a certain part of the fight, the room will get smaller and smaller until there is no space to put the charges on the outside. This becomes a DPS race on the back end of the fight. MD, anything you'd like to ask? I know this is a lot to run through and a lot to talk about, but it's important that you understand what's happening. I've not pushed one out because I've not fixed it. So you can turn it off. The moon, sorry, not the moon, on the skull side, my side, and groups 2 and 4 is on the moon side. Right, if you make your way around towards the moon side, you'll get to see that it's got the red gems and where the ring portal is on that side. So anybody that's going on my side, come stack over at the moon. Everyone that's going on Nog's side, go and stack over. Sorry, everyone on my side come to the skull. Everyone on Nog's side, go to the moon. And Andy, is he on Discord yet? Not yet. He is coming in a second. And he's coming. I will try and call as much out as I can. As long as we've got markers out to try and help you for the different major mechanics. The bombs needs to go out. And wait, I think of this. We'll summon Andy in a minute. In fact, you on, mate? Yeah. Right. So everyone knows the sides that they're going on. Actually, Kath, I'm going to throw you onto the other side. Actually, no, I won't. I just thought about that. Right, if we can get a summoning portal up, get some cookies out. Look, one more DPS would have been fucking good for this. Last check of everything. So everyone's GTFO's up to date, DBM's up to date. RC Look Council is up to date. Method Raid Tools. Everyone's up to date on that. Weak auras. Kath, you need the auto need greed weak aura. Is maybe disabled. Same with the right. I'll put a link in. So this is for Kath and also TQ. This one. Yeah, no, wasn't it? Right, so if you look in the raiding channel, like it says, this is specifically for Kath and also TQ. I've linked a weak aura. If you can grab it, what that weak aura is going to do is it will come up with a bar on your screen to explain the mechanics. So it should give you a bit of a heads up of what's coming in if I don't get a chance to call it out in time for you. You got it, TQ? It's not shown. Yeah. I don't think you've got that one, TQ, because it's not shown. It's been tracked for you. It literally is a quick visual heads up of the mechanic, explaining like a void, frontal, damage incoming, all that sort of stuff to make it a bit quicker. And if I haven't managed to pick up on it. Yeah, but it'll only show one mechanic. It'll only show one of the mechanics, and it'll be on the centre of your screen, right over the top of your character. Kath, you're the same. If you can grab that one as well, mate. Raiden channel on Discord. Right, whilst you're grabbing that, we'll do our nominal roll and we'll move everyone into the push to talk channel because now we've got past the talky part. So, Alash, DK, Gibby, he's maybe still downstairs, Himadal, Nog, happy days, I'll move you down, Ella, Eagle Spirit, TQ, Slemon, Omega, Kath, and Zinnia. Yoo-hoo! Right. It will take us probably a few attempts to get the mechanics of this. So don't get frustrated if we die or wipe or all the rest of it. It's all about progression. As long as we can see that we're progressing, that's the main thing. Right, everyone has got the weak orders. Yeah, no, isn't it? Right, so groups 1 and 3 will go off the platform to the right, that's the skull. Groups 2 and 4 goes off to the left at the moon. Yellow to yellow, orange to orange, purple to purple. When you go to stand in front of the puddle, don't stand in it. Stand in front of the yellow one. That way we can help mitigate and do the heals over this point. And that's the first part. And apparently Omega's PC's just crashed. Good thing for Twitch. Message me directly on it, yeah. Are you talking about the last platform, the back one? If it's then no, because if you mitigate it, then you stop damaging the boss. We need to damage the boss to get its shield off in order to stop the mechanic from continuing to flow. Let's see. We've got buffs. I'm not going to put markers on the tanks because they'll come off anyway and they're needed for other things.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted.
Bombs out to the back. So yellow to yellow, purple to purple, orange to orange.
Breath incoming. Taunt boss. Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the puddle, in front of the yellow one.
Ancestral guidance.
All come in together. Just stand in front of it. Never get pushed in. Stand in the healing range, so try and walk out, walk forwards, push yourself through it.
Darkness.
Back to fight.
Tranquility.
Bombs out. Purple to purple, yellow to yellow, orange to orange.
Defensive.
Bear in mind there is the healer that's in the middle that's
Taunted.
stuck.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow marker. Walk out. Keep walking forwards.
Spread.
Kick your ad. Bombs out. You need to kick your ads or they explode and kill people.
Defensive.
It's important that you get rid of your ad. If everyone releases, then you can use the repair vendor downstairs before coming back up.
Let me show you right now. Stop by.
Match the symbols. But also, they need to be at the very back, because there was one in front of the other, which was then on top of the red group, which then meant that everyone that was close to it was taking massive damage. Druid buff.
Five, four, three, two.
Time warp. Time warp.
Defensive.
Anti-magic zone.
Bombs out. Purple to purple, yellow to yellow. Where the fuck are you going? You've got a purple on you.
Breath incoming.
Divine.
Cone. There goes two healers.
Toned boss. Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow puddle.
Ancestral guidance.
Push your way out of it. Walk out. Bombs out. So yellow to yellow, orange to orange, purple to purple.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Healing time. Time warp.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow. Push out.
Toned boss. Spread.
Get ready to kick your ad. Kick your ad. Bombs out. So you need to move
Defensive.
off the spot where your bombs are about to spawn. You literally drop it and move off it. Swipe it, Nog.
Breath incoming.
We'll do the release and the flyback. Rinse, repeat, rinse, repeat. Yeah. Is Spoon Face on, or are you just lurking watching? Please buff.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Taunt boss.
The reason you see the boss pinging backwards and forwards as well is because we're fighting over DPS. It's not an active pool. Bombs out. Purple to purple, orange to orange.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine him.
Defensive.
Taunted. Rebirth.
Pushback incoming.
Stand at the yellow. Walk out it. Just keep pushing yourself out. Bombs. The rest of these need to be inside the golden compass area, not on the outside. You take
Breath
damage
incoming.
from being on that outer side.
Pushback incoming.
Front of the yellow.
Ancestral guidance.
Don't use CRs as well. Look, somebody's used a CR that I didn't want used, which
Defensive.
means we now need to wait another 5 minutes before we'll have an extra.
Spread.
Taunted.
Kick your ads, bombs out. 2 bombs, 2 ads. There's
Healing tide.
Taunt boss.
Pushback incoming.
stand in front of
Divine
yellow.
shield. Spirit link.
Breath incoming.
Cone. Yeah, I discovered the other week there's I turned around, it didn't work. Bombs out.
Defensive. Spread.
Salvation.
Kick your ads.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of it. Bombs out.
Defensive. Breath
Right.
incoming.
Let's wipe it. We're starting to get the bombs thing. That's good. That's fucking in progress on its own. So
Pushback
everyone jump off. No, you can. Wait a second. Well, if you just walk inside the raid, you're going to appear at the same point as everyone else. Yeah, but you walk in, it puts you on that platform. Right, so remember, stay inside the golden compass where the bosses stood. You only move out to drop the bombs. The rest of the time, you need to be inside that inner circle. And that is so that you don't take as much damage from the people with the bombs. And it gives them the space to be able to run about and organise themselves. A couple of buffs. And remember, do not use combat reses. We can only use them every 5 minutes we generate 1 combat res. The longer we leave it, we can stack up to 4 combat reses, meaning that when we've got the mechanics sorted, if we're really on the cusp of it, we can literally just bring 4 people back to push the DPS at the end.
Five, 4, 3, 2.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Get ready to put the bombs out. Bombs out. Everyone else should be inside the golden compass.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine him.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow marker. Stand in the healing rain. That way you get a bit of free heals. And push yourself out. Back inside the golden compass. Bombs out.
Guardian spirit.
Pull the boss forward a bit.
Boss.
Symbol of hope.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow marker.
Ancestral guidance.
Push out.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
Kick your ads. Kick your ad before doing the bomb. Bombs out. Somebody kick that other ad that somebody missed. You don't damage it, you kick it.
Tone.
And somebody's bomb was right underneath.
Salvation.
So whoever the yellow marker, and I can scroll back through the log and you can find out.
Breath incoming.
So Bragg, it looks like it was you that was underneath.
Defensive. Spread.
So if you look back on the log, the last yellow marker bomb was Eagle Spirit.
Your end was inevitable.
I think it's the one before. It's not on Discord, it's the in-game. So DBM automatically posts. So the part I see. No, so I see DK's dead, so it can't be him. The one that follows after that is Bomb 1 Slamming Eagle Spirit, Yellow Marker Bomb 1 on Eagle Spirit.
Let me show you what I got. Appreciate the time.
It's not kill the bomb. It's the bombs get placed at the edge, and you must kick your ad. So one of the ads wasn't kicked, which was left over next to Nog. I think it was next to you by the time you get round to it. But he wouldn't have been able to kick it because he's already kicked. Can we get buffs? Brag? Buffs. Priest buff. Druid buff. He's not in game.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Taunt boss.
Get ready to put the bombs out. Make sure that Resh is inside the golden compass. Bombs out.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine him.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow. Keep walking out.
Guardian spirit.
Bombs out. Everyone else into the golden compass.
Taunt boss.
Symbol of hope.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
Right, get ready to kick your ad. Bombs out. Still 2 ads to be kicked.
Healing tide.
And they pop and use die.
Pushback incoming.
You can use dispels or CCs on it.
You got the coin? That's how you got the bargains.
So now I know who used the mirror image. That leads me to the next one. Make sure you go further out, mate. So going back to the bombs thing is that it does a pulsing damage the size of that bubble. So if you are stood still close, the reason we tell you to come to the very back of the platform is because the bubble will then pulse out to the edge of that golden compass, meaning that the people that are inside the golden compass don't get hit by it or take less damage from it because it's a radius thing. So that's why we say to run out to the very edge of the platform even if you're out of DPS range, it's fine because the purpose of it is to mitigate the damage by following the mechanic. DPS in the boss will happen if we keep people alive. We only keep people alive if we react to mechanics. We need warrior buff, priest buff, and druid buff.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Taunt boss.
Get ready to place bombs. Everyone else should be inside the golden compass. Bombs out.
Guardian spirit.
Remember, all the way to the edge of the platform.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine him.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted.
Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow. Bombs out.
Taunt boss.
Everyone else should be inside the circle by that point.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Salvation.
Pushback incoming.
In front of the yellow.
Ancestral guidance.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
You ready to kick your ads? Bring the boss further into the middle, mate. He's getting drifting.
Healing tide.
Still an ad up. What?
Defensive.
And wait.
Pushback incoming.
Right, give me 1
Breath
minute.
incoming.
I'm going to. So the people that haven't done it at all on LFR. DK's never done it on LFR. Yeah. Bragg, it looks like you've not done this on LFR either. Yeah. TQ, you've not done it. Right. What we are going to attempt to do is a quick rebalance with those that have actually done this so that we can try and get past this fight and into heroic stuff. So, to balance this out, I am going to use right. Let's inspect. There's also a few years missing in chance as well. Kath, can you switch to balance? Yep. Right, so we're going to try a couple of pulls with groups 1 and 2. So that'll give us what's referred to as the golden ratio of 2-2 and then DPS. So don't take it personally that you're going to get dropped from this fight. So DK and TQ is the two that we're going to remove from this pool, or the next couple of pools, because that gives us the ratio. And then as soon as we get past this fight and we move on to heroic, we can then get you back in. So it's not a direct impact to use, it's the fact that I'm taking the people that have done the mechanics of this fight previously. Does that make sense to you two? Right. So this should now give us the right ratio. Okay, DK.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Get ready to put bombs out. Everyone into the golden circle. Bombs out.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine Hand.
Tuned boss. Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow marker. Stand in the healing rain. Oh, somebody found a gap.
Darkness.
Bombs out.
Defensive.
Taunted. Divine Shield.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Salvation.
Stand in front of the yellow marker.
Pushback incoming.
Ancestral Guidance.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
Remember, kick, CC your ads.
Guardian Spirit.
Somebody's ad. It's going to pop.
Symbol of Hope.
Tuned pushback incoming.
In front of the yellow.
Breath incoming.
Cone. Bombs out. The ones that are on the ground will disappear, don't worry about it.
Defensive. Spread.
Get
Taunted.
ready to do your ads.
Pushback in.
2 more ads. 1 more. Stand in front of the yellow marker. Walk out it. Push through it. Bombs out.
Tuned boss. Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback incoming.
Yellow marker. push out it.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
Kick your head. Bombs out.
Healing tide. Ancestral guidance.
Right, move over to your markers at the skull and moon.
Knocking back. Phase change.
So you get shield off the big one first. Stand in top of your tanks to spawn all the adds together. That way we get the aggro. And then stun them. There's got to be a breath going through the platform.
Breath incoming.
There's the first breath. Start working on your second ad. Stack in. Remember, stun over them.
Breath
Move away from the
incoming.
cone. Somebody kick the one at the back for me that we've left behind. Hang on, give us a second. Don't kill it yet.
Breath incoming.
Because I'm doing the job of the healer as well. Cone coming through heals.
Breath incoming.
Another coin coming through. Alright, I've got fucking thrown at a different platform, I think.
Breath incoming.
So this is now where the next phase happens, where
Phase 2.
you get the positive and negative charges.
Finest wares in Cortez, right there.
Kath, one for you is you can switch form into cat form, which will allow you to move quicker to be able to run out. It's normal like F something. Right, at least we're getting to the platform, so it's part way there. We just need folk to stay alive long enough now. Druid buff. Druid buff.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Remember,
Defensive.
inside the golden circle. Nog, you want to come further around this side so that it's pulling it round. Bombs out.
Guardian Spirit. Power Infusion.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine Hand.
Defensive.
Taunted.
That's maybe
Stampeding Roar.
2 stacks.
Pushback incoming.
Is that in front of yellow? Walk out and push out.
Darkness.
Bombs out.
Toned boss. Breath incoming.
Cone. Front of yellow marker.
Ancestral Guidance.
Defensive.
Not to
Taunted.
defend.
Spread.
Salvation.
Toned
Pushback
boss.
incoming.
Front of yellow marker.
Breath incoming.
Right, might as well wipe.
Defensive. Spread. Pushback incoming.
You got the coin? Turns out you got the bargains.
Still need a buff. Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time Warp.
Defensive.
Taunted. Guardian Spirit. Power Infusion.
Bombs out. Everyone else in the circle.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine Hand.
Toned boss.
Need to wipe it
Pushback
because there's not enough DPS on that right side.
Your end was inevitable. Let me show you what I got. Travel safely now.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Bombs out.
Guardian Spirit. Power infusion.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine Hymn.
Toned boss. Pushback incoming.
Over to yellow.
Darkness.
Bombs out.
Defensive.
Taunted. Divine Shield.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback
Salvation.
incoming.
Yellow.
Ancestral Guidance.
Toned boss. Spread.
Get ready to kick your ads. Whose is this one?
Healing
Somebody
Tide.
just fucked off and left it.
Defensive.
Symbol of
Pushback
Hope.
incoming.
Is that in front of yellow? Or in front of a puzzle at least? Make sure there's not a gap.
Breath incoming.
Cone. Bombs out. And wipe again.
Spread. Pushback incoming.
Yeah, I think I might need to. TQ, you still doing it?
They can't join our group.
I'm indeed. Summoning portal, please. We can't. We're at the midway point anyway. Yeah, it shows that we've got the right ratios. Because for every person we put in, it ups the boss's abilities. And the next break point is a 239. Cool. If we don't get it within the next half hour, we're going to go in and do heroic anyway, so that everybody can jump back in for the back end of the evening. Do. Sounded. Yeah, I'm in the DPS. Gibby, you back, mate? Mage buff. Your left, moonside.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Toned boss.
In front of the yellow marker.
Pushback incoming.
On the healing rune.
Guardian spirit.
Bombs
Power
out.
infusion.
Defensive.
Taunted. Divine hit. Healing tide.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback incoming.
Front of yellow.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Symbol of spread.
Remember, kick your ad before going down the bomb. Rubber bomb. Or was it rubber? No, it's not, sorry. Zella. In front of the purple.
Ancestral guidance.
Breath incoming.
Cone. Bombs out.
Defensive. Spread.
Wipe.
Taunted.
Yeah.
Pushback incoming.
Your end was inevitable.
So, Alash, it doesn't show you as have been interrupted.
Finest wares in Coltiers, right there.
What happens if you spell steal it, Gibby? Because if it's dispel using magic, that means that Omega, you can use mass dispel over the top of some. Yeah, because then you can. Well, you can use Psychic Scream on your own and then use mass dispel on any that's been missed. Mage buff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Guardian spirit.
No, it's a magic effect. It needs to be dispelled.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Taunted. Salvation.
Bombs out.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Power infusion.
Toned boss. Pushback incoming.
Front of yellow. Bombs out, everyone else into the cone. Or into the centre, sorry.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Symbol.
Divine him.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Symbol of hope.
Pushback incoming.
In front of yellow.
Toned boss. Spread.
Take the bomb out. Yeah, it's magic. Bubbles.
Defensive.
Ancestral guidance.
Pushback incoming.
Taunted.
Front of yellow.
Breath incoming.
Cone. Bombs out.
Taunt spread.
He's about to take off in a second, so you'll do the interrupt first.
Healing tide.
Pushback incoming.
Front of the yellow. And go to your sides. So right and left.
Knocking back.
Right, my group needs to make sure they come in stack because we've got no healer. And I can't bust through everything very quickly. So make sure you come in so that I can pick up the ads. Stun them.
Breath incoming.
Out the cone. You just need to kick the one at the back. Yeah, Ripper, you've ended up the wrong side, mate. Don't start killing you. I'm trying to heal you up, for fuck's sake.
Breath incoming. What's your
Divine shield.
breath incoming?
Move to the next one. Stack in, stun them. Stop running about with it.
Breath incoming.
Watch out for the cone coming through. Over we go. And wipe.
We will break their chains and restore the glory of Dragon's
Yeah, Ribby, you're on the other side, mate. Right, everyone release so you can repair it.
Let me show you what I got.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp.
Defensive.
Taunted.
No. You'll find that it bounces to me as I do pre-cast before. Bombs out. Orange to orange, yellow to yellow.
Breath incoming.
Salvation.
Taunt boss. Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of yellow.
Darkness.
Bombs out.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Divine Heat.
No, I didn't need it.
Incoming.
Ancestral Guidance.
Defensive. Spread.
The elements answer to me!
I need a CR.
Torn pushback incoming.
Slimming needs CR.
Breath incoming. Spread.
Slimming, is your headset working? I'll take that as a no then. I'd called out for a CR twice.
You got the point? That's how you got the bargains.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time Warp.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Bombs out.
Salvation.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Toned force. Pushback incoming.
Stand in front of the yellow. Stand inside the healing rain. Move out.
Darkness.
Don't use darkness unless we ask for it.
Defensive.
It wasn't needed.
Taunted.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Pushback incoming.
In front of the yellow. Move out to the edge here. Then push out.
Toned force. Spread.
Ready to kick your ads. Bomb should be out.
Healing Tide.
Defensive. Pushback incoming.
In front of the yellow.
Ancestral Guidance.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Power
Bombs
infused
out.
Guardian Spirit. Symbol of Hope.
Toned force. Spread.
Kick ads.
Pushback incoming.
In front of the yellow. In fact, we're going to transition, move to your left and right sides.
Knocking back.
Remember, let the ads spawn. Stack on your tank so that we can
Phase
pick up the
change.
aggro. Then stun when you see the first cast coming out. So don't stun them straight away. Watch for the cast bars.
Breath incoming.
Too soon with the stun. Should be now.
Breath incoming.
Right, don't bust this one down. I need to get some healing power up because we don't have a healer. Go for it. Stack in. Stunt. Slamming. Nice.
Breath incoming.
Move out the cone.
Watch your feet.
Oh, you motherfucker. I was too busy trying to keep the two U's up.
Breath incoming.
Just need to wipe it. It's all about I was doing the job of a tank and a healer and a DPS. Right, hang on to if I think that. Yeah, you just need to go in and disable it. Or make sure that the cheers on you. I'm trying to fucking think how I need to balance this. Combat res. Right. That balances for that, that puts for that. Right, just double check your groups. I don't know if these have moved or not, but group 1's going to the right, group 2's going to the left. Yeah, there potentially is. So I'm looking at DPS outputs to try and balance the DPS on both sides. Just a couple of movements in it. Mage buff. Yep.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Time warp. Guardian spirit.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Bombs out. Everyone else should be inside.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Taunt boss. Pushback incoming.
Front of yellow. Stand inside the healing rain. Bombs out. Everyone else in the centre.
Defensive.
Taunted. Divine Hit.
Breath incoming.
Cone.
Symbol of hope.
Pushback incoming.
Front of yellow.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
Right. Bombs out.
Taunt.
Boss.
Pushback incoming.
In front of yellow.
Ancestral guidance.
So don't be stood in it, stand in front of it.
Breath incoming.
Cone. Bombs out.
Defensive. Spread.
Taunt. Salvation. Healing Tide.
Pushback incoming.
Front of yellow. Right, now we transition left and right sides.
Knocking back. Phase change.
I'm going to bust through this one. Stack in. Now stun, here we go. Move away from the ads, because the boss has got to pass through in a second.
Breath incoming.
Right, the next one.
Guardian Spirit. Power Infusion.
Let them come in. Wait. Too soon. You want to wait for the cast before you start. Move out, away from the cone.
Incoming.
Come in.
Breath incoming.
On the portal, move rings. Remember, if you get the positive, you go to the red marker. If you get the negative, go to the blue marker. Blue to blue, red to red.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
Spread.
So, red to red, blue to blue. Red to red, blue to blue. There's a blue over at the red, so fuck off away from us.
Ancestral Guidance. Divine Hit.
Keep damaging the boss. Darkness.
Darkness. Darkness.
Rally.
Rallying Cry.
There we go.
Healing
That's
Tide.
wave.
Pushback incoming.
Move to the centre.
Move to center.
Move out with the debuffs. Everyone else get out the bubbles of them.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Spread.
Divine Shield.
Got to be your ad phase. So kick ads. Some of
Spirit.
these ads still up.
Pushback incoming. Move to center.
Move to the middle.
Taunt spread.
Blue to blue, red to red.
Negative.
If you've got any personal mitigations, it's the time to be using them.
Defensive. Spread.
Taunted.
Add phase.
Pushback incoming.
And move towards the centre.
Move to star. Taunt boss.
Right, at least we've got a bit further into it. And the ad platforms actually went pretty smoothly. Right, everyone release. It's why we need to have look the major CC healer cooldowns planned in for that, because it's a durational thing. Right, we are heading out, but then again, that's where if you pop everything, then by the time it comes around the second time, we've got no CDs. And if right, do I mean to do what? Oop. Yeah, everyone head outside the raid. And then if everyone heads out. I want to see something. I want to see what's down here still. That must despawn after the boss has been killed. Yeah. Right, can you summon both me and Nog out? If you're not already in the group, whisper 666. Why would I care about it? Yes. It gets changed every couple of days. Who are we missing? I'll lash you out the instance. Yep.
Appearing to have answered the Dragon Queen's call, Calados, but I wish the other aspects were here with us.
Alexstrasza is still recovering from her last encounter with Razageth, as Dormuk feels the weight of destiny pressing down upon him. It falls to us to take back this prison from the Primalisks and ensure the other incarnates are not freed.
Then we shall not fail, my friend. Who knows? This battle may inspire a tale that you can share with your own clutch one day.
He's doing zeros for the weekly, for the mythic weekly. Don't know, he done the Mellow just to speedrun it. Yep. You as well switching over to healing, mate. Right. Paladins on Eben. Fuck me, we've no hunters for a change. DHs on green. We'll put the druid on ruby. Healers on bronze, with the exception of obviously the druid. Everyone else stack over at blue. Should be enough to cover it all. Buffs.
Five, four, three, two, one.
The Primalists have used their
Go,
elemental
go, go.
magic to breach the outer Titan seal.
Does anybody want to try the achievement on this one?
All of the other incarnates are imprisoned. Within the core of the
Bear in mind, this is heroic.
Neltharion himself shaped the earth around the vault to protect it. We must break their lines and stop Razageth before she can free them.
Well, Nog died. What do you mean you had to heal them? There only was one to heal. So you don't need to do the trash along the side walls because you don't go near them. It's a waste of energy. It's the ones on the main trackway and in front of the doorway that we need. Is that why you're going for the ones outside? Because they're AoEs? No, it's the exact same. Yeah, a lot of the fights we try and have it so that we work the heroic mechanic into it in the background so that there isn't a huge leap from one to the next. A trashy achievement for a trashy loot. Has MD actually had any BOEs this season in any of these dungeons, in this raid?
Was this the best you could muster, Calicos?
Yeah, so apparently they've taken out all the BOEs on anything pre-first boss, which has always been the case. I know that in the opening parts of the game, BOEs were not BOEs, they were soulbound for the first few weeks. And it was to stop folk like, farming them to sell them on the auction house for crazy prices. Right, is everybody here? Place their ads behind the boss. Stay away from the pillars. Stay out the red stuff. Avoid the brown swirly that spawns under your feet because that's what's going to be the pillars. Don't let the ad hit you. If the eyes are above you, it means that the ad's targeting you. Make sure you kite the ad through the boss. Don't drag it all the way around the edge of the room. It wants to come through the boss. Stun the ads over the top of the boss. Focus the boss. Don't worry about focusing the ads down. Just focus the boss and stun and CC ads. That's all we need to do. And we're going to pull it for this side, where this red marker is.
Five, 4, 3, 2,
Yeah.
1.
Guardian Spirit. Time Warp.
AOE incoming.
So, ads behind the boss. Don't stand on the fire.
Taunted.
Move the boss back a bit away from the pillars.
Taunt.
AOE
You'll need to wait a second.
incoming.
Stay out the fire.
Shockwave.
Out the cone. Don't let the ad hit you. Ads behind the boss. Move off the fire points.
Stack high.
Bring them through.
AOE
Taunted.
incoming.
Don't let the ad hit you. I'm looking at DH specifically on this because I can see he's under my feet.
Shockwave.
Taunt.
Guardian
Away from the
Spirit.
pillar. Ads behind.
AOE incoming.
Stay off the fire. Stun them.
Salvation.
Finish off the trashy ads because the boss is going into the middle.
Special coming.
And then it's the ad in front of us that we're going for. Let's focus it down. Once it's dead, push out and through. Stay out.
Time warp.
Watch for the
AOE
pillars.
incoming.
Eyes behind.
Symbol of hope.
Stack high.
Taunted.
Stay out the pillars spawning.
Taunt.
Stack high. AOE incoming. Shockwave.
Going. So the two that's got the eyes focusing on them, drag it through so that we can stun it and then
Stack
kill it.
high. Stack high.
I need to swap them in it. I'm at 14 stacks.
AOE incoming.
Guardian. Power infusion.
So drag your eyes through.
Taunt.
Shockwave.
We need to adjust the timings on that. It's not 6 stacks. I've just noticed that.
AOE incoming.
Divine him.
Again, don't let the eyes touch you.
Special coming.
And let's go for the ring. Stay in the healing rain. Stay out. Stay back for the boss. Gibby, come back.
AOE incoming.
Hides behind. Watch the spike.
Taunted.
AOE incoming.
Omega, you're dragging your eye all about the place.
Shockwave.
Guardian spirit.
Taunt.
Healing tide.
AOE incoming.
Salvation.
Right. No, there's nothing that's all on it.
Galagos, think we can take to the skies?
Doubtful. Rasaget was not boasting. The sky
Right, first up is the commander's
cut the fight off from their power
cloak.
before they engaged the Storm Leader.
I expect they won't make it easy for us. Champions, when you're ready.
And the trinket, which is the one of flame. He's already wearing it. Oh, it's the normal version you've got. Yeah. No, it's the normal one. And you need to grab that from... Yeah, I've got me. There you go. Right. I think for a little bit of variety, we'll go down the right side. We'll go and play with Teros. No, we don't. But No, we've only done the first two. Yeah.
Healing Tide. Ancestral Guidance. Tranquility.
Right, this guy's got the chance of dropping a BOE. And what you can do, once you've killed the first boss, is come in, kill him. If you don't get anything, walk back out, reset, come back in, do the first two at the start of the doorway, kill this guy again, rinse repeat until you get BOEs. Yeah, we've done it in Sepulchre for a bit. Yeah, mate, it is. Bragg, you'll need to go and add Ribble's Rogue to the list.
My creations will render flesh from bone.
I might not be tracking you. Just come back, guys, because we don't want to take both tracks.
Guardian Spirit.
So he's not whispered me. I mean, we've got space for a couple of DPS anyway, it would help kind of massage out the numbers.
Divine Hand. Power infusion.
Right, this guy's got a greater chance of dropping BOEs because he's one of the lieutenants.
Ancestral guidance. Guardian spirit.
Right, you don't need to kill these, just fucking stun them, they'll get killed by rubble. Ta-da! Yep. Yeah. Nothing is in the party. Yeah, that's coming towards the end of the night anyway, mate. Right, that should be the groups. We're just waiting for Spoonface to take his summon. Alright. Brand new computer and they can't get it to fucking run. Right. This is pretty much the exact same fight, apart from instead of being pizza slices, the rubble will start to spawn on the ground in and around the area that we're at. So it comes out as a circle on the ground rather than a big triangle. So you end up with lots of circles. So we will move gradually round the platform in the same direction that we always do, which is round towards the right. This is why I've been saying to you every day it's important that you stay in between the tanks and not to go left or right of us, because otherwise all the shit starts getting spread across the floor. We want to be able to control and limit the area that we put the rubble. That's the only real difference in this. Right, so Bloodlust and Pool. Whoever gets the big circle around them, that's known as the soap mechanic. You go front and centre between the tanks. Those with little circles, you go behind your tanks. There'll be groups 1. Hang on, I need to split these 2 up. 1 and 3 on the left. Sorry, on the right. 2 and 4 on the right. On the left. Fucking hell, my brain's shutting down. So if you get the little circle around you, groups 1 and 3 on the right, 2 and 4 on the left. Dodge the big swirly that appears in the intermission. Avoid the lines that the tanks use to get rid of the pillars. And we'll work our way around the room. Yeah, I'm just about to in a second. Is Matty back yet? Okay. I'm just got to quickly move on these. Right, so that's your new group. So group 1 and 3 with me, 2 and 4 with Nog.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soak in between, pillars behind tanks.
Watch your step.
Yep, go for it
Defensive.
now.
Time warp. Taunted. Guardian Spirit. Power infusion.
Watch your step.
Taunt.
I'm going to have to come round a bit. Soak in the centre, pillars behind.
Watch your
Ancestral
step.
guidance.
Defensive.
Swap.
Divine taunted.
Watch your step.
Out the shit. Get ready to move. And 5.
Special coming.
Oh, we go.
Stampeding roar.
No, go back to that side. Soak in, pillars behind. Don't put the soak on top, mate. Oh man.
Watch your step.
Healing tide.
Defensive.
Swap.
Taunted.
Look, that was too many
Watch your
pillars on
step.
my side as well.
Defensive. Watch your step.
I've seen you does a run back thing. It's so important that you put your pillars on equal sides, which is why we split these up. I think I counted 5 pillars behind me, which is kind of impossible whenever there's only enough for like 3 or 4. Really? He's got a hunt on the fucking name. Druid buff.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Soak into the middle, pillars behind tanks.
Watch your step.
Divine Hammer. Time Warp.
Taunt.
Watch your step.
Right, you're going to need to use a big healing cooldown in a second.
Defensive.
Ancestral Tranquility. Taunted.
There we go. Just about to finish off. That's it.
Symbol of Hope.
Pillars behind tanks. Soak in the centre.
Watch your step.
Guardian Spirit. Salvation. Spirit Link.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Gateway.
You ready to move? Everyone move.
Special coming.
Stampeding Roar. Time
Push
Warp.
left a bit.
Watch your step.
Healing Tide.
Defensive.
That's what.
Taunted.
Watch your step.
Power infusion. Flourish.
Big heal.
Guardian
Taunt.
spirit.
Watch your step.
Seer.
Divine shield.
Watch your step.
Ancestral guidance.
Yeah, this is going to cause us to wipe because they didn't get cleared.
Special coming.
In we go. Look, the mechanics that we're failing at is the fucking basic things. Like, put the soak in between the tanks, put the pillars behind the tanks.
Watch your step.
Right, we've got one pool left in it. I mean, unless your gear's actually red, it still works. It's only when it's broken it stops working, which is when it turns red.
My mana is low. I need more mana.
Missing the buff.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'll move left more. No, it's the other crack, it's the big long one.
Watch your step.
Time warp.
Taunt.
Guardian spirit. Divine him.
Watch your step. Defensive.
Power infusion. Taunted.
Watch your step. Watch your step.
Gateway. Ancestral guidance.
Defensive.
Taunted.
Special coming.
Move.
Guardian Spirit. Time Warp.
Watch your step.
There wasn't a fuck in the soak.
Taunt.
Well, no, I was in it as well. I was on the edge of it. That's how I'm dead.
Watch your step.
Just about round off anyway, mate. Cool. Right. We'll start at the top, work our way down. So, quick feedback points. Halash. Bragg. Kath. Nog. Heimdall. Rubber. Ella. Slimming. Zinnia. And Omega. I'm just quickly looking. So the logs are already uploaded, and on the Raz fight, our first pool we only got as far as phase 1, 79%, and we got all the way through. We done 15 pools on it, and the last pool we got into phase 2 at 51%. So we're almost halfway through the fight, and we're into phase 2. Pool 7 were at 64% on phase 2, but look, there was only half a team alive by that point. The other half was fucking dead on the second platform. So there is progression in it, and you can see it if you look along it. Look, it goes 79, 77, 74, 74, 77, 78, 74. There's that kind of fluctuation as we're starting to kind of learn in those opening parts. And then by the time we get to pool 12 and 14, look, we're getting into the intermission phase. And then we've got pool 15, we're getting all the way through the intermission and into the back end of it. It's just then, like I says, that's where we need to coordinate the heal CDs to make sure that healers don't burn all the CDs at once, meaning that by the time we come for the second pairing, we've got CDs still to be able to use. Otherwise, we won't be able to sustain the incoming attacks from the damage. Teros, second pool was actually the better one. We got it down to 45%, which means that it was on the home stretch. It was just, like I said, it's the mechanics, and again, we need to make sure that people are going to the correct sides. If you don't know what side you're meant to be going, ask before. Don't just try and wing it. Also, like Nog said, it is mechanics. If you don't do the soaks, we're going to lose people, and we don't have luxury of losing people when we've got only 10 people in a group, because then it needs to become a flawless run as well. Outside of that, there is no raid planned for this Sunday. Instead, the healers have been invited to sit down with myself and also Nog, so that we can look over the spreadsheet that we've got for planning heal CDs, and we will start looking at doing the Teros and probably the Raz fight to get the heals in place for next week's reset, meaning we're already ready for those fights to start using. Once the spreadsheet part's been finished, we will have a movie night for anyone who wishes to attend it. As for what the film's going to be, it's not been picked. However, we will put some suggestions up. It'll either be something off a UK Netflix or Prime or Disney Plus, and you can come and watch at your leisure. It will not be fucking Harry Potter before MD even asks it. Look, if you want, you can get kicked out of the guild, mate. It's plain and simple. If you want to go and play fucking Harry Potter, go play Harry Potter. Anyway, my point is that we will have a movie night after we do a spreadsheet. This Sunday is going to be very much a chilled, relaxed Sunday social. And then that also brings us into Wednesday's reset. After Wednesday's reset, there is no Valor cap. That means that you can upgrade your mythic gear using your Valor. You can use Droptimizer to work it out using the top gear part to it. If you need help to work out how to actually use it, because it isn't exactly a straightforward function, come speak to us. I'll show you. The point being is, after Wednesday, you want to be doing +2 keys and nothing but +2s, and Valor farm the living shit out of it and find the gear that's better for you and start upgrading it. Once you get your rating up to, I think it's 2,400, you can take your gear all the way up to 413, which is the low or front end of Mythic Raiding. That's why we found Mythic Raiding slightly challenging last night, is because of the gear situation. So you want to make sure, here it is, that you start upgrading your gear, and the breakpoints is to be able to upgrade to rank 7, you need a rating of 600, which most people should have. To upgrade to rank 8, 1000, same for rank 9s. Rank 10s is 1400, 1700 for 11s, 2000 for 12s, 2400 for 13. A 13 upgrade is the equivalent of a 16, 17 vault reward, which is also the equivalent of a low mythic raid, which is the front of raid. It's 415 gear. So if everyone gets to that point, then mechanics and DPS should be a lot easier, meaning that we can clear all of the raid on normal, and makes the heroic a bit easier, and we can start playing around in the next few weeks with the start of the mythic stuff. So that's where we're at. That's the plan, and how hopefully we're going to progress into stuff before the end of the season. I would suspect the end of the season is roughly now going to be about 6 to 10 weeks from this server reset, because they normally release the Valor cap towards the back end of the season. So there's about 6 to 10 weeks left of the season. So that gives us 6 to 10 weeks of raiding before we start all over again with a new raid. Yeah. Yep. Which should be out in the next few weeks. But yeah, so we're literally about to hit the Valor cap getting taken off. Start finding out what gear's really good for you. That includes converting your things over to the tier set things, or over a completely away from its normal form into using the catalyst, because it might not necessarily be a tier item, but it will certainly have stats on it that might be better for you to completely convert it over. Like I said, that will then carry us through the rest of the heroic raid and iron out the DPS fighting side of it, making it a bit smoother for pushing ads and trash and stuff on some of the fights. And then by the time we move into the mythic stuff, means we can have a bit of fun. Is MD any questions of where we're at, what our intent is, or what my intent is for us to move forward, and what has been asked of you? How it is, mate. So as of Wednesday, get yourselves in about low 2s, start farming as much rep as you can, build your gear up and upgrade the things that's actually worth upgrading. It might be that you have something in your bags that is a low 2 item that you've had for a while, and it's going to be worth upgrading. Just use your optimizers and find out what's going to be good for you. And hopefully I will see you on Sunday, especially heels on Sunday for the social and then the film. Anyone got anything they'd like to add in before we disappear? Yeah, good for you. Okay, mate. Lose. Oh, the one other thing that I'm going to do this Sunday is redo the mythic teams. They need to be rebalanced. And for MD, who has never done the For the Horde achievement, that's the last Sunday of the month. We're going to fuck up Stormwind. What do you mean, the nicest way possible? All Alliance must die, especially those that have got like the limited edition Alliance cases that are playing Horde. Can I get a portal, mate? Right, I'm going to head off. I'm going to get food. Are you out of the raid, mate, before I disband it? It'll be too late now. Because it's only tradable for 2 hours. Combat logs are up for those that want to see them. Yeah, I'm going off. I will catch you hopefully tomorrow at some point if you're about. Choose. Right. For anybody that's still lurking around, hopefully he's enjoyed tonight. It was a good progressive run, which is what we were intending. I need to sort out my bags. I've got a whole pile of stuff in here that I need to get rid of, or DE. I know I can get rid of that one because that's a green straight away. LFR helm, that can go. I know that the commander's cloak can go because I've got 2 of them now. That neck piece can go. Those are mythic zeros, they can all go. Just have a look at these items. So those are potentially being used for something. That's in my mythic set. That's not. About LFRs, so that can go. That's in my mythic set. That can go. Those shoulders can also go. And that trinket was for Dean. Cool. I'm all done. I just need to go and pump my character up. I've got a pile of stuff I need to throw into the bank, which I will do in the morning. Ooh. I think most of the materials I've got anyway. So that was the dust. I can go in. Some leather, browsing air, some leather, some cloth. I'll keep a hold of the meat because I've been using it. Got a pile of shards. Browsing. I can go in. If I found the word cooking, yep, that's what I thought. So that can go in. I think I might need to change the permissions to that fucking second tab. Quickly do that then out. I think I've just about sorted it. And we want to log out. Right. So hopefully I'll catch some people tomorrow, for those that are lurking around. Tomorrow I will be on for a little bit, I think, late evening, just to run a couple of keys with people and sort out a few bits and pieces. And that's probably about it. And then I won't be on much until Sunday for a social movie. I really should fix Plex. I'll see what I can do with it. I'll see if I can get it up and running. Anyway, is Sinead still streaming? Let's have a look. Where is she? Where is she? Let's see if she is. Yes, she is still. Let's go and raid Zinnia. So it will start momentarily. Zinnia's our guild raid healer, or one of our healers, I should say. It's not in the about section, it's not schedule. Right, let's go for it. So we'll start the raid. Ta-da! We've literally just raided somebody else's channel. We went over to watch Zinnia, who's one of our healers. So I'm literally just about to finish. I'm just seeing what Zinnia's up to. She's going about picking up health. She's Norwegian. So if you can't understand her, maybe why. She does speak English as well, though. She's very fluent in English. Oh, she's run out of vigor and she's trying to go for it. Anyway, I will catch you all later on. Have a good night, everyone.